Look at the size of this guy. Wonder what he just ate. Was that worth it for a snake to play dead? The ticks have been really bad this year. All right, I'm going to see how many pieces of cover I flip before finding a scarlet snake. If you know the spot, just shut the F up. Hey, I did not expect this down here. First herp of the day, marbled salamander. Little guy, they get a little bit bigger. Pretty cool though, that's a new herp for this area. Well, this spot only turned up the marbled. I was hopeful for some other things, but that's okay. Sun's popping out now. We're gonna go try some other spots. It's been a few days of rain before this. Sun's coming out. It should warm up to about 10 degrees, warmer than it's been the last 3 days. So hopefully things are like starved for some sun and some warmth. Ringneck and shed. You can see the dots on the belly. That's an intergrade here. It doesn't have a broken ring, so it's definitely an intergrade between the southern and the northerns. There he goes, disappearing. Pinkies, so there's definitely no milk here. And there's a worm snake. Who's out and checking me out. I'm gonna see if I can get around and get a picture. That's pretty cool. Eastern box turtle, looks like a female from here. Eastern box turtle just out for a stroll. Looks like a female. I'm gonna leave her be. She let me get pictures, but you can see the brown eyes. It's a female. After a few days of rain, it's not sunny, but it's dry. And there's a little heat coming through the overcast clouds, so you can see why she's out. Got some tin here. Yeah, doesn't look tight. Oh, huh. There we go. Little box turtle. Another female. Pulled her out so I didn't crunch her. She kind of moved. Very nice. I like those dots on the side of the face. Doing all right today. She's not shy. So I'm gonna let her crawl back in there and she can figure out if she wants to come out later. All right, so we have an eastern mud turtle up on the tracks too. And I want to show you something, and then I'll put this one back. These guys have a hinge on the bottom. That's an easy way to tell the difference between them and a musk turtle. Just like a box turtle, but they can't close up all the way. So I'm just gonna let this, oh, it just tried to bite me. I think it's a male. Let this guy go about his business. All right, we have a shed here. Let's see if we can work it out. Wow, this keeps going. It's smooth. Yeah, I was kind of hoping it has some banding and it'd be a king, but you can see these are smooth. There's no keel in the middle there, so it's this racer. All right, so we have our third book in the Fascinator Young Readers series, Rattlesnake. This is now available at Amazon or barnesandnoble.com. What's this guy checking out? So be sure to look for it on any place you enjoy buying your books online. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever. All right, here's piece 100. Hope it's not gonna be a long one. Cover piece 257 has my first frog. I've seen a few lizards. This is a Fowler's toad. One of the ways to tell them apart from American other than range is if you look at these dark spots, there's more than one bump in them. American toads only have one bump. There's other ways you can tell, cranial crest, sometimes size, but it's only Fowler's toads here in the coastal plain. All right, here's piece number 200. Nobody's home. Check this out, under piece 279. This looks like a little baby red belly. Look at how cute that is. Look at that pattern. Oh, wait, what is this? Is this a red-eared slider? Might be. All right, this is piece 300. Gotta keep on going. All right, here's piece 400. This is 500. 501. 502. This is tie 538. I finally got a snake. And I now have the Pine Barrens trifecta. It's a racer in shed. You can kind of see how you can probably miss some snakes up in these logs. You know what's weird is there's like eggs under here. Yeah, these are eggs. So I wonder if this racer's using the same piece of cover from last year. Anyway, what I was saying, that's a Pine Barrens trifecta. Ringneck worm snake racer. Come out here to find the good stuff, and that's basically what you find. Go, 573. Scarlet snake. Let's see what he does. Unfortunately, it's in shed. Look at that thing. This is 700. I like how it's on the rocks. That could be good for like a king snake or a milk, but I've never seen a milk here. Here's 800, and it's small, but that's about the size I found that Scarlet under. 801. Oh, we got a toad. All right, here is 900. 901. 902. Oh, look at the size of this guy. There we go. There's a Scarlet out of shed. Beautiful. Northern Scarlet snake. This is tie 996. So check out that belly, how white it is. If I can get him to keep his face out. There we go. Look at that little upturned snout right there. That's good for digging eggs out of the sand. Beautiful snake. Oh, I'm so happy I found one that wasn't in shed. It's got to be the prettiest snake around. So last look, that's not always connected, that neck band. They are variable. Beautiful. This is what I came here for. And just because this is 1,000, nothing. So I've switched tactics to hiking, and I'm trying to hike like sandy, grassy areas like this because it seems perfect for snakes laying out. And if I could get a pine or a hog, that would make this day even better. I just stepped on this. Thankfully, I let go, or I jumped off quick, and everything seems to be okay. Another female. There was where she was, but she was buried under that grass. Look who we have here. Easy, 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 easy now. Easy, easy. Well, look at that. Was that worth it for a snake to play dead? And it's all on my screen too. So this is exactly how I expected to find it, though. You saw how it was laying out. I can't tell if it's in shed. Let me see its eyes. Yeah, it might be slightly in shed. Doing pretty good. Pretty happy with this. I mean, it was slightly in shed, or probably coming out of shed, but whatever, a hog is a hog. If you'd like more Fascinature content and to keep abreast on everything that's happening in the conservation world, make sure to sign up at fascinature.live for more tips, trips, and flips. Now back to the video. Dude, this thing is huge. I thought this was a pine shed. It's a racer. Wow, that's a beefy snake. Looks like he has something stuck in his neck. Maybe he just ate something. Yeah, look, he's swallowing something down. Wonder what he just ate. Okay. Oh, I'd love to know what he just ate, but I don't want him to puke it up. You can see it. Sorry, I'm not doing this with my phone. I'm looking at this snake. God. There he goes. We're gonna strike while the iron's hot and try to find a coastal. Of course, it just started raining, but it seems like a pretty short storm, small storm. So hopefully it'll just be some drizzle. I just don't want to get soaked. Oh, this came out of nowhere. This is a good sign. We had a ring neck in between these two and shed. But this is what I'm hoping for. It's raining. It's been raining all week. That milks will move up in between things to stay dry. Get down.
One eternity later.
Well, I just busted my ass for a half hour, flipping tons of cover. And that ring neck was the only snake. I guess it's, I had such a great morning. What can I expect?